You know, I kind of want to first start off by giving a quick little overview of Tour Edge Golf, which is the parent company, and then Exotics, which is our premium brand division, which we started 10 years ago. Right now in the U.S. market, there are only two privately owned golf club manufacturers, and that is Ping and Tour Edge Golf. Everybody else is publicly traded or part of a larger corporate entity that is on Wall Street, and we like to feel that because we're privately owned, we can make decisions and do things that we feel are good for golfers, the marketplace, and our health as a company. So I think that's a big advantage in today's marketplace. All of you are aware of, you know, kind of what's been going on in the last 3-4 years. You know, product cycles get accelerated, product gets marked down quickly, you know, the customer gets confused, the customer feels like they want to wait now, they don't want to buy at targeted price because, you know, based on what's happened in the marketplace, you know, that price will drop. I realize as club fitters and club builders, you know, ICG is, you know, is offering, you know, service and quality fit and build and upgrades and shafts. So, you know, probably doesn't affect your business as much, but, you know, in some cases it can. So I just want to assure everybody here that, you know, everything that we do, every product that we bring out, you know, our policies, our lifetime warranty, all those are created so that we can continue to hopefully, you know, find incremental growth every year, not get ahead of ourselves, and focus on the marketplace niches that I think we offer superior product and service. So I'm going to click over here to the first page. Let me see if I can get that. Hang on just a sec.
And while you're doing that, Andy, I'm just going to announce to the guys that, you know, 10 or 15 minutes into this, we'll stop and we'll do kind of a question and answer period. Each individual there, you are muted until you raise your virtual hand there to ask a question. We find this is generally the best way to do it. That way we don't have any reverberation or we don't have any computer feedback, and everything's much clearer. It records much better and is there for you to listen to it another time if you want to. So again, in 10 or 15 minutes or so, we'll take a little break, and any questions, please do it, guys. Like I said, you know, Tour Edge is done very well by myself and the product lines that they have, and, you know, they're here to service you guys tonight. So keeping that in mind, go ahead, Andy.
Okay, I've clicked over the first page of the PowerPoint, which, you know, Frank told me will also, this presentation will be available in MP4 format, and also have the PowerPoint on a PDF file that I will send to Frank, and Frank will get that up on the ICG website so that you guys can peruse that and go a little bit more into depth if you wish. You know, on the product categories and the specs, et cetera, et cetera. Again, you know, we're not the biggest golf club manufacturer in the world, but I think that in every single category, we build as good or better product than any company in golf. You know, there is an advantage to being a smaller golf club manufacturer, particularly as it applies to the Exotics brand. A quick history on Exotics is 10 years ago, our owner and founder and chief club designer, excuse me, David Glod, was overseas in Japan and working with, you know, some designers and a team for a Japanese-only or Japan-only golf club. And as they were working on that product, they came across a technology that had been out there, but no one had ever utilized it and applied it to golf club technology, and that's called combo brazing or brazing. And essentially, let me give you a quick overview of what combo brazing is. Essentially, that's an ability and a process to take two separate metals, in the case of our fairway wood, you know, a high-grade beta titanium, and then the rest of the golf club head, you know, is made out of a denser, higher-grade stainless steel called hyper steel. So what he saw an opportunity to do was, for the first time, actually create a fairway wood that maximized the allowable COR back then, CT now, spring effect that the United States Golf Association and RNA allow.
Hey, Andy, excuse me. We don't have your PowerPoint presentation up on the screen.
Oh. Okay, so
see what happened. I lost you.
I don't know what happened. Let me hit escape and let me get back up on.
I wanted to make sure the problem wasn't on my end.
Am I not on? Because what I did is I had that little bar on the side of the screen, and I was trying to hit page up and page down, and it wouldn't move the PowerPoint.
Yeah, we lost you as a presenter for some reason, so let me go back in there and see what happened.
Okay, because I have it up on my screen, and I have it in full screen mode.
Yeah, for some reason we lost you as the presenter. You must have clicked on something that canceled that.
How would I go about logging in? How would I do that?
Let me see here. Yeah, see, I lost you. That's all. You gotta.
So do I need to re-log in?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You're not even on the attendees list. So I just looked there.
Okay. I will. My apologies. I must have tried to minimize or close the screen, and because I wasn't able to access my my PowerPoint and move it up and down. So I will go ahead and.
Yeah, re-log back in, and then I'll make you the presenter again. That's all. No big deal.
All righty. Apologies.
Okay, there you are.
Now?
Yep.
I'm back.
Okay, you are back. Make presenter. Let's do this again.
Okay, so now I have to
go back in and accept that you've been made the presenter.
So when should I hit show my screen or
correct?
Been made? Okay, show my screen.
There you are.
Okay. Now can you see it on the screen now?
Yes, we got superior suppliers, premium materials.
Okay, great.
We're there.
In our full screen mode, and okay. Sorry for the little bit of a hiccup there.
It's all right. Wait till you get the bill.
I'll take full blame on that. So, anyways, what I was saying before is, in the case of combo brazing, we were able to take a very, very high-grade beta titanium, in our case 15333, and just so maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't know, is that, you know, there's various grades of titanium and beta titanium in the marketplace. You know, there's 6A4V, there's SB700, there's 1533 beta ti, there's, you know, 911, 811. There's a lot of different formulations. It kind of depends on the amount of vanadium and magnesium and other materials in the titanium. But within all of those grades of ti, there are grades within a grade, so to speak, so that you'll have, you know, in, for example, 1533 beta ti, you'll have, you know, superior grade, and you'll have secondary grade, and you'll have lower grade. So what we do, in order to make the face thin and make the structural integrity of the material pure, and allow us to design and create maximum spring allowable, okay, we use the highest grade of 1533 beta ti in exotics. So what you essentially have is you have a face that is the only one that absolutely is at the limit and maximizes the allowable, you know, currently CT. that the USGA allows, and you have a heavier body or the rest of the golf club. So what happens is those two pieces are precision milled to 1/1000th tolerance. It's tongue and groove essentially, and those two pieces then are coated with, and there's a chemical paste or a glue that's applied to the two pieces. And they're form pressed together, and then they go into a huge oven or a kiln. Now these kilns are very expensive. There's not that many foundries that have it, and the entire process, the combo brazing process, takes about 8 hours. So what happens is they computer set and stage, the temperature that these kilns will achieve to max level, and then again appropriately cool back down to end the process. Now the temperature gets up to about 830 degrees centigrade at the height of the staging of the 8 hours, and then again it strategically cools down. And what happens at the end of this process is the two pieces bond together as one, and there's no weld, and the other thing that happens during the process is that any tiny minuscule molecular impurities in the beta titanium are actually cured, so that we have structural integrity all the way throughout the face. We have the thinnest face, the hottest face as far as max allowable spring effect, and the sound and feel of exotics is unlike any other golf club in the world. And the reason for that is, again, weld, in this particular case, can cause some inconsistencies. You don't have an overall sound and feel that you get with a combo brazing process. So, yeah, plus again, you're maximizing, the energy transfer that you achieve with the combo brazing process. So, again, we use superior suppliers. We use the most premium, high-end products that are available in metals and in everything that we do. We use premium materials. The foundries that we utilize are the best in the industry, and they have the capabilities to do that. And, from the original Exotics combo brazed beta tie cup base, we've actually been able to add now to our fairway wood lineup, a fairway wood that utilizes not titanium, that's all steel, but utilizes, again, it's brazed process, but it utilizes a material called, carpenter steel or brazing steel, and the one that we use is 475. 455 you're probably familiar with. It's a common miraging material that's been out in the marketplace, but there's also a 465 and now a 475. And what we've been able to do with that material is what they're essentially doing is they're getting steel or a brazing steel metal closer to be able to make it thinner and springier like a beta titanium, and the net result is that we're able to offer an exotics at a marketplace price that's not quite as high and is maybe more affordable or has more mass appeal to golfers than, the beta titanium version. So essentially, we have the E8, which is utilizes, combo brazing, cup base, 475 miraging carpenter steel, and then we have, the E8 Tour and the E8 Beta, which utilize, beta titanium 1533. With the E8 Tour, we've actually added something on a small head that we felt like was, again, revolutionary, in the golf industry, and that's a laser beam bonding process to bond the cup face to the body. And it basically utilizes a robotic laser beam and ensures the most accurate and minuscule tiny welding points. So the reason we did this again was because we felt like we could, on a smaller head, do some more precise things with weight distribution, and we found this process lent itself to the E8 Tour, which is also our first adjustable fairway wood on the marketplace. The other thing we do is, even in our proprietary shafts, we take and utilize the original design of the branded shaft. We don't cop out, we don't, spray paint or licensed graphics to be put on our shafts that are, essentially made in, in lower grade, supplier factories. So, when you get one of our inline shafts, you're actually getting, if not the original branded shaft, you're getting a proprietary version that utilizes the technology, that graphite shaft manufacturer has put into the product. And bottom line is, when you get Exotic's product, and Frank can tell you this, and you get it on Flight Scope or TrackMan or any good, fitting, launch monitor, the results speak for themselves, and a lot of that has to do with a good shaft combination with a premier and superior head design. So I'll click over to the next page here. Do you have it? Is Frank? Are there any questions on what I talked about combo brazing and suppliers and metals and what we do as a company, or should I just continue forward for a while?
No, I don't see anybody raising their virtual hand here. Wait a minute. No, hold on. There is one, Eddie Smith, and I'm going to turn his mic on right now. Go ahead, Eddie.
Eddie, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Eddie, you there? Maybe he didn't turn his mic on.
Sorry about that. It took me a minute. Yeah, I'm behind the power curve here. Hi, Andy. Thanks for doing this for us.
Andy Stewart's and Corey Moulton here with Tour Edge Exotics Golf. Thanks for attending this webinar. Thank you.
I appreciate it. We appreciate you doing it. Just a quick question before you go on that brazing versus the bonded. Why with the E8 did you not stay with the brazing and you swapped over to the laser bonding? Why wouldn't it be the same process?
According to our founder and owner and chief club designer, again, this is a relatively new process that has been refined, and again, we can achieve different things, in the design of the product as far as how we can utilize internal weight structure, and it just basically lent itself better to a smaller club head that was now attached for the first time to an adjustable hosel, so we can go from 12 degrees to 15.5 degrees. So that was the first question I asked as well. So, but based on testing and performance and tour feedback, and while I have on the line, I can give you a quick overview of Exotics on tour. We've been on tour probably for 7 years now. We have a really good tour rep, Andy Harris, that's well respected and liked and known by all the tour players. We just added a second guy on his team this year, starting at Bay Hill, and we've achieved some remarkable success for essentially having our product in top PGA Pros bags, and the kicker is that we don't pay a dime in endorsement or bonus pool money. So it's a testament to the quality of the product that players like Vijay Singh and J.B. Holmes and Brandt Snedeker and the like actually put the clubs in their bag because of the performance factor. And we had a pretty good year last year. We had 2 wins on tour with Chris Kirk and J.B. Holmes that had Exotics in the bag. We were close this year with JB and VJ in a couple of tournaments as well. Brant played our fairway wood for a long time and then kind of moved into another fairway wood, and now with the E8 Tour we got the right combination of shaft for him, and he's putting it back into play. So it's kind of gratifying that we're able to have the success that we've had on tour, and it, I think, speaks highly of our products, and we hope to continue to gain momentum with with our tour presence. So hopefully I
appreciate it. Thank you.
If I'll actually go back to David Blod, and I told Frank when I started this, I said, I'm a sales guy first and foremost. I've been for a lot of years. I know golf. I've played golf. I think I'm relatively reasonably technically versed in the product, but if a question comes up and I don't feel like I can give you the ultimate answer, then I will find out, and I will have that posted on the ICG website. So that goes for every technical question or any question that anybody asked during